He goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Smooth. Pistol. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, 133.
Throwing. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Mike 27. Hey, wahoo! Check Mike. Hurry!
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
22-jet bomber. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. Check 50. 59's Mike. Check, 59. Yo, go. Check 20. Hey, Sam on.
Here's Marino. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
No, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake. Yeah,
he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Out from the shadows of their goal line, here's 1st and 10 from the 11.
54's Mike. Check, watch 54. Hey, Alpha. Hey, alert. Mike, 54. I'm coming after you. Hurry.
From the gun, Mayfield. Throwing left side, it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Mike 27. Hurry. Watch the pass. Hey, check Mike 27.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. James. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Real. Point it right.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
He's coming. We got to get it.
On first down, McFarland. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
On second and a couple, Marino. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 81 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
At the 23-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Vikings nothing.
Good. 180.
On second down, it's James. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for third down.
Real. Let's go. Hey, orbit. 53, Mike 53. Mike 53, Mike. Hurry. One touch.
To throw, Mayfield. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready.
From the shotgun, Marino. And this one caught by Coates. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Check. Lucky. General West. Hey, Charlie.
Mike, 59, Mike. Check, 59. Here we go. Mike 59.
On third down, Marino. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
Let's go now.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Marino. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have. NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
It certainly wasn't one of the more conventional plays ever run, but it gained a first down, and they got the ball in the hands of a playmaker.
Ready. Protein spill.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Snap.
Now Marino on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Hey, dude.
From the gun on third down is Marino. He he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 19 yards away. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert 33. Hurry, hurry. Up. 36.
Mayfield now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season.
Watch it, hurry!
Third and long for Mayfield. He goes full extension, and he's got it. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, exit.
Check mark 27.
Hurry.
Hey, watch your leg.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
Mike 27. Here we go.
Mike 27. Go.
Pick it up.
Hurry.
Check mark 27. Check.
Pistol.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check 3.
Hey, alert 33.
Check.
Pistol.
Check.
Now Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Well, earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Switch!
Check. Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
On third down, Mayfield. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So the be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The three straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on four.
53 to Mike. 53.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, pick it up, defense.
Hurry, hurry! Stop!
On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check Mike, check Mike.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Come on, set! 60 outlaw. We own this. X3, 218, hit it.
On second down now, McFarland, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Gator.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 6.
Go out.
6 guys.
6-6. Pull it high. Smooth. Look at me. Go.
Flare. Mike's part 9. Mike's
Get it.
Marino, 3rd and 1. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
It's our time. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Kill.
Pilot, 64. Weak.
59.
Lead grip.
They'll try and throw forward Marino. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. Here the Cardinals push further out in front.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I got you, boy.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Watch the slap. You go tight. You got tight right there. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Final play of the half. Mayfield going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check 13. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check.
Hey, Haywood.
Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Check three.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, alert.
Mike 27. Hey, check.
Hurry.
Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. 21 yards, well done on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Rock it. Ready?
Here's Marino to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
59, Mike. 59.
Hey.
Check 59. You can't block me.
Hey, Orbit. Leo.
Hey, alert 3.
Gone.
He's checking.
Check go.
Marino here from the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
You draw Corker.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Pistol. Hey, Zoo.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. James has got it. Complete. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
54 Mike. Let's go. 54 is Mike. 54.
Hurry.
Watch 54. Watch 54. They can't hit.
Throwing, Mayfield. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Mayfield now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Point it right.
Mike's 54.
5.
In your face. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Real.
Watch the screen. Right there.
Hurry.
Right there.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. In for the score. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but and he's into the clear. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Squeeze. Bam. Hey, exit.
Check.
They'll try the left side. McFarland. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the boot. Sponge.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Matchbox lights. Hey, lock it.
Deuce.
Hey. Go.
Shift. Check nickel. No. Off.
This time, Marino will throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over at their own 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Come get some. Switch it.
From the 22, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Hey, Delta.
I'm here all day.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Moss. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, alert. Regular. Smooth. Greystone travel.
53. Here we go. Check.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Mayfield now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
53. Mike, 53.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Check.
Up.
Check.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, high 7.
53 to Mike. 53, check 53. Target, 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 target. Check, 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 check. Check 3, check 3, check.
My touch.
A second down throw for Mayfield. And an alley to run. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Hey, world.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Vikings.
Good. 180.
Check 53, Mike.
Regular.
Check
6-6. Pull it high.
Check 26, check 26.
I got it.
Check.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Point it right. Bravo.
Mike 27.
Hurry. I got it.
Mayfield with it once more. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Kill. Watch the twist.
Hurry.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And this is going to be incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hard. Hey, orbit. Now.
Motion to the backfield. Check 50.
Hey, Sam off.
Check 24.
You're out.
Watch twist. Watch.
Look at me. Door.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5.
18 Gator.
59.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch the screen. Whip. Watch the whip. Mike, check. 59. Hey, let
Yep.
59's Mike. Check.
Rock it.
Record.
Leo.
On second down, here's Marino. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Daniil Hunter picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Marino to throw it. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Vikings on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Mayfield. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. He's going to let it fly. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. The point after is good, and that will get them one closer. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And Marino actually going to look to throw it. That one complete to Hill. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. from 3 yards out. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
King! Crunch! Hurry!
From the gun, Mayfield. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. He's got it at the 15. And down to the 15. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 43 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Hurry!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
You don't want it. Mike 27, Mike 27.
Hey, Steve 6.
You don't want none. Hey, check.
Pistol.
Check Mike 27.
Hurry! You ain't doing nothing today.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
You. 57. Mike.
King! Bud! Hurry!
57. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Squeeze!
Now Marino going to throw despite the late lead. Gets this one to Hill. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because they're
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything.